This is an original story by Layman's Bookstore, where the truth is free. Our goal is to help educate children and empower parents.
I See Daddy Wait on God by Theodore and Lene Valentine. It was a brand new morning and the Jameson family was just waking up. Morning, Jesus, Tommy yawned as he sat up in bed. Thank you for a new day. Little Tommy hopped out of bed and crossed the hall to Daddy's bedroom. The hardwood floor was a bit chilly to little Tommy's toes. He could hear Pops soundly asleep in the other room. Daddy, whispered Tommy as he tiptoed into the room. Little Tommy's eyes adjusted to the dark room and saw that Daddy was already out of bed. He was sitting on his bare feet with his head in his hands and his eyes were closed. Daddy, are you asleep? Tommy whispered into Daddy's ear as he put his hand gently on Daddy's shoulder. Daddy didn't answer, but stayed right where he was. He's waiting, little one, came Pop's voice from the door. Tommy looked at Pops, then at Daddy, then right back at Pops. He was slightly puzzled. Waiting on what, Pops? Little Tommy asked. Jesus, Pops yawned as he sat on the bed. Come on over here and I'll explain it to you. Tommy plopped down on the bed next to Pops. You see, Pops started as he scratched his white beard. Sometimes, when we talk to Jesus, we have to wait for him to talk back. Sometimes, we have to wait a very long time. How long? Asked Tommy as he looked up at Pops. Well, it depends, said Pops. Sometimes it can be hard to hear Jesus with all of the noise in our lives. What noise? Whispered Tommy as he looked around the dark room. It is really quiet in here. Pops chuckled. No, Tommy. You are talking about the kind of noise you hear with your ears. I am talking about the noise that you hear with your head. Pops put his finger against little Tommy's head. Pops, Tommy said, sometimes when I pray to Jesus, I can hear myself thinking. Is that what you mean, Pops? Yes, Tommy, Pops smiled. Sometimes we can think so loud that it is hard to hear anything else. That is why, when we pray to Jesus, we have to wait. Do you understand, Tommy? I think so, said Tommy. A few moments later, Tommy knelt next to Daddy and put his head in his hands. What are you doing, Tommy? Whispered Daddy as he lifted his head. Waiting, whispered Tommy with his eyes closed. For what? Whispered Daddy. For Jesus, answered Tommy. Daddy looked over at Pops and smiled, then closed his eyes to wait for Jesus too. The end.
If you would like to support or build the ministry, please donate or join the mission online at LaymansBookstore.com. Thank you, and God bless.